Hi everybody, it's John from J&M Taxidermy. So today I'm working on a 22-inch largemouth skin mount, and one thing I'm doing today is I'd want to prep the fins before I paint it. And so right now the fish has had quite a few weeks to dry. It's had about 3 to 4 weeks to dry, which is plenty time. The longer the better when it comes to drying. You don't want to rush that part of it. That's why kind of skin mounts kind of take a little bit longer. Um, but this one's had plenty of time to dry, so now I'm going to do the fins. And the two things that I use for doing fins is Mod Podge. You can get this at basically any craft store. And I also use either silk span or even tissue paper. So if you're trying to save money to make money, tissue paper is a good alternative for this. I mean, for $1, you get like a big sheet of tissue paper, so that saves you money. Whereas silk span's a lot more, and it has the same effect once it dries. So the first thing I do is I'll take just a cheap brush. It's like a chip brush or whatever they call that, and then I'll put a heavy coat of Mod Podge on the back side of the fin. So I'm working on this one right now, and I put it kind of heavy because it helps to helps with the tissue paper when you're seating the tissue paper, and it gives you a better result when you finish. So I'll put on a nice heavy coat, and then I take my tissue paper that I've already pre-cut, and I like to just lightly touch it to one side to kind of help hold it in place, and then I'll use my brush to tap it in to I know, tap it in. I use the brush to try to, from left to right or right to left, whatever, to tap at it to get it to seat properly and get all the air bubbles out. And it also helps to get a lot of the wrinkles out. So just take your time. Another thing that I've done too is I've lightly misted water on it. You got to be very careful with that because you'll easily poke through the tissue paper then. Silk span, same thing. But, I like to try to save money when I'm doing this, so I use tissue paper quite a bit. I know a lot of people are probably like, what the hell? But to me, it has the same effect. I haven't had a fin break apart yet, and they're super flexible when I get done doing this. So the one thing that's good about the Mod Podge too, I mean, you can use that flexible fin glue, but if you ever bought that, you're obviously going to pay a lot more for it. But just open it up and smell it one time, you'll find out that flexible fin glue and Mod Podge are the same. They smell exactly the same, they dry exactly the same. So save yourself the money when you can, and just use Mod Podge. So yeah, and it's water soluble. You cleans up with water. So after I'm done, I'll take my brush and I'll run it in the water and rinse it off. Another thing that I do too is I'll take my finger and or my hand, and I'll put it against the fin to help get some of them bubbles out and some of them wrinkles, and that works really well. And then after it dries clear. And right now I'm using gloss, so I have like a glossy finish to it. Semi gloss or satin works really well too. And then after it dries, it'll be clear, and then I just trim this off. So after it finishes drying, I'll trim this off, and then I'll put another coat of the Mod Podge on the back side, and then I'll put 1 to 2 coats on the front side, and that helps to make that fin flexible and prevents it from breaking. So that's just how I do it. I know, like I said, there's others that are probably gonna be like, you're doing it all wrong, whatever. this is just the way I do it. So if it helps, it helps. I'm glad I could help you. So thank you.